Hello, Leo. Thanks for stopping by. I trust everyone is well. Trying to get this in here for your month of fieriness. So let's just shuffle the cards and get started here with the reading. This is relevant for any time that you come across this reading. So I hope that it's useful for you in some way. Okay, oh my, all of a sudden. Okay, here we go. Gonna go this way with this. Your first card is the Queen of Swords. The Three of Wands is next. And the Temperance card, very good. The Hanged Man in reverse, oh, I like seeing that. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Five of Swords, the Ten of Swords, wow, a lot of swords cards in the bottom row here, and the King of Swords, oh my goodness. And you had one more that I flipped out, so I'm going to take that as some sign that that has meaning for you, the Ace of Cups. So the theme that is running in the background for you is the Two of Pentacles here. So it's telling me that something that's sort of constantly going on and in your mind is about trying to get your finances in order, making some good financial decisions, trying to be practical and grounded. And I feel like it's bringing some sort of a plan into being that you have. Keep both feet on the ground though to have a solid foundation. Whatever decisions you make here will be long-term, so it's good and it's smart to take your time in making those decisions. We start here with the middle card, which is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords here is, she, in this particular depiction, she is looking out over the terrain. So I'm feeling that this is the core of your question or the essence or outcome of your reading. You are trying to see some kind of a big picture here. You're looking for something or information or gathering information and observing things in order to, I feel like, put a plan in place. You want to do something and you're trying to get all the facts and figures in place. It's very interesting. You have both the King and the Queen. So you have sort of this internal intuitive idea about what's going on with this strategy or plan. And at the same time, you have the reason and logic on the external. So that's quite good. The context in which you are observing and trying to gather information here is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is telling me that you are feeling dissatisfied with something, disappointed perhaps, or things are not flowing and working out the way you had originally anticipated something emotionally for you. Maybe something's not quite as fulfilling as you thought it was going to be. I feel like the divine community has your back. They're looking out for you and protecting you in some way. I do think there is some kind of an offer that has come in or that has come in. And maybe you didn't see it. Maybe you missed it. But I feel like this is, it almost reminds me of like just taking a pause to kind of regroup over something that didn't work out quite the way you thought it would. Excuse me. This is the Knight of Swords. You have so many swords. So this is telling me, so many swords in your reading. It's telling me that you are really, really up in your head about things this month. You're thinking about things, planning, looking long term, trying to get information and facts, and really working on something on the mental plane, intellectual plane here. The Knight of Swords is telling me that you're taking action about something. Excuse me. It is possible that you are signing some kind of contract here She's holding a pen or perhaps a paintbrush. I'm not sure, but there are lots of words on her attire here. I feel like there's something here about contracts, words, speeches, oral communications. There's some kind of action being taken here that you feel is important, that is going to lift you up somehow. Also, the King of Swords. This is the man with the plan, the master strategist here. And that's why I'm saying all of these swords coming out in your reading are very significant in that you are in your head about something, trying to achieve something or approve something or get something done that in an intellectual, it could be that maybe you're publishing a book and you're bringing it all together here at the last minute, or you're signing a contract, or you're doing something online, social, something like that. There's communication involved as well. So, and then you have the Ten of Swords. There is something here that is coming to an end here. I feel like oftentimes this is the card where you have been totally disappointed, let down, people have disappointed you, situations have let you down. There could be a lot of excessive negative thinking as a result of falling on a lot of bad luck. This sometimes is somebody stabbing you in the back, or people around you being very toxic and negative that's affecting you mentally. And so that is part of this scenario of this fact gathering and information gathering that you're doing. You are consciously aware that you are dissatisfied about something emotionally. You know that things are not moving the way you have wanted them to. But conversely, the Hanged Man is the next card telling me that you were in this space of suspension, that you had this big delay, this big timeout, this big span of time where you couldn't move forward, couldn't do anything. I feel like all of a sudden you got some sort of maybe a revelation of something that has allowed you to see a way forward and get going on something, because here you are aware that you are going to take action. Like I said, writing, signing contracts, moving something, a business deal. I don't exactly know what it is, but there's something you're taking action on here. The stagnation was in the past, and now you're moving forward. The reality of the situation is that your ships are preparing to come in. You have worked on something for a while. This is the Three of Wands here. You've worked on something for a while, and now things are getting ready to come to you. The product is going to come to you in hand, it looks like. There could be a short trip here that you have to take or want to take. Or you may be traveling in, well, it could be just a short trip locally, but it could also be taking some kind of a cruise, or you're going on some kind of a overseas trip or something like that. I feel like there's a lot of messages coming into you. Like I almost feel like you're being bombarded with text messages or emails or you know, all this kind of chit chat and communication, but it has something to do with a product coming to you, you having something in hand, perhaps taking a trip. This is something you've worked on for a while, and this is talking to me about you stepping into some sort of an expansion that you've been looking forward to. Again, you're trying to observe your environment. You're trying to observe what's going on around you, what the environment is. Perhaps I feel like you're trying to see a bigger picture than where you're just standing right now, in order to develop this plan that you want to implement. And you're trying to get the information, you're trying to get up above the fray to see what's really happening and really going on. Again, I'm getting these messages coming in, messages coming in, messages coming in to you. I don't know if you work in communications or you I don't exactly know, but it's just like message after message coming to you. Somehow you're going to have to assimilate all this information into some kind of plan or a priority or something that you have to figure out here. I do feel that you're trying to bring things into balance for yourself. This is the Temperance card. Talking about, oh yeah, you definitely do not have everything nailed down yet. That's for sure. You're trying to bring balance and harmony and peace to yourself. I feel like you have done some kind of healing work, perhaps spiritual connections, something along those lines. I'm also feeling like it's something to do with healing your root chakra, your childhood traumas or wounds or hurts or whatever, something like that. And this healing process that you have gone through has changed you as a person. I feel like you're absolutely a different person now than you used to be. Like a miracle has come in for you. I think you're still working on some of this. Like I said, I don't think you have everything nailed down yet, but boy, you feel like a different person in a different place and space right now. I see a couple of brilliant ideas coming to you as a result of bringing this harmony and balance into your life. Now, the things that you may not be conscious of or or unaware of is that maybe there are a lot of toxic and negative people around you. Maybe you have been injured by all of this toxicity far more than you imagined, and maybe you haven't recognized it until now. And what you were unaware of, I think, is how negatively these people affected you. And you are, I believe you have come to a place of understanding that this cannot be tolerated in your life anymore. You're not going to put up with people or places or things or environments that are not good for you. You're going to get yourself out of that environment, away from whatever that toxicity was. And what you may not be aware of is how quickly you can do this. The other thing I feel is that there is some negative, there's some sort of mental conflict that you are experiencing or having here, but it could also, so like you're having a lot of negative self-talk in your mind, you know, like kind of fighting with yourself or saying negative things, and it's affecting your exterior world. The other thing that may be happening as a result, these kind of go together here in some way. There may be a person or persons in your life who are very narcissistic. Who are just mean and nasty and hateful, incapable of love, care, and affection. It's all about them, always about them. You can't do anything right. They belittle you, demean you. You need to get out of that situation if that is your case. If it is an internal conflict going on for you, because I see the healing connection here of you stepping into this holistic healing and harmony to get out of this negative thinking, negative place and space of conflict. So what you may not be aware of is how far you've come, that you're already more than halfway there, perhaps, maybe even all the way there. And you're not aware of how much you have healed from this situation. You are here unaware that how much of a master strategist you are. You're quite intellectual, quite astute, and have quite a lot of ability to understand a lot of legal implications in and around things. You understand the law. You know how to develop a large strategy and then develop it into a plan and prioritize those that plan into parts, and then delegate those parts to people that can do the job well, and then implement the plan and execute it to perfection. You may not be aware of how good you are at doing that. Now, in the deep past, as I've said, you were stagnant, disappointed. Something didn't jive for you emotionally. I think you were being protected here in some way, shape, or form, and I think you are going to be moving out of that very shortly. Again, you've accomplished something, and the product is coming. If it hasn't gotten here already, it's coming to you. You are in a place of expansion and receiving and development here. You've put a lot of pieces and parts of things together for yourself. Really nice. And you've recognized here the negative people, places, and things, your own negative thought patterns that are not helpful or healthy for you. You've recognized all of this, you're aware of it now, and you are determined. This has already happened. You've already determined that you're not going to tolerate this anymore in yourself or other people. Excellent, excellent. The Hanged Man, you were in this delay, space, time suspension, hung up on something that you couldn't move forward with whatever it was that you wanted to do, and all of a sudden it's like you had this idea, or this something broke open, or a circumstance has changed, and now you're no longer, it's like you have an aha moment and you're no longer stuck. You're in the present moment, able to move forward on what it is that you exactly want to do, and you have gotten the information during that delay period of what it is exactly that you need to do. You are gathering information, you are observing, you're bringing in people, facts, figures, legal ramifications, whatever it is that you need in order to produce this plan. You're lining it up. You're bringing all the people, places, and things together in order to accomplish this thing that you want to do here. I think you're healing yourself internally as a result of negative thinking on your part, or someone else's toxic behavior around you, family members, partners, business associates. It doesn't matter who it is, where they are. You deserve respect, and you should not tolerate negative, nasty behavior from other people, and you are in the process of cutting every bit of that out. Coming up for you, you are taking action. You're going to sign contracts. You're going to get the information. You're going to move forward here with the oral communication, the written communication, the signing on the dotted line, putting this plan on paper, and doing whatever it is that you need to do. Breaking it down in parts, like 4 parts. Or 2 parts and then 2 parts, or something like that. You're gonna, I don't know, you're exercising something here. You're retrieving your rights or something. You're retrieving your self-worth. You're retrieving your dignity or something like this. That's what I'm getting. You have done a tremendous amount and will do. This is coming up for you. This is all in the future position. You're going to do this tremendous amount of healing in your inner child, your emotional self, your mental well-being. You are just going to connect with the divine, and it is going to feel like you are a new person, that you are completely changed, that your life is completely different than it was before. I feel that there are a couple of spirits around you that have passed over on the other side that are looking out for you and trying to nudge you, guide you, and direct you. Pay attention to little signs and symbols that you find in your environment. Like I said, it's not all nailed down yet. Definitely not. It's not complete, but boy, it is massively moved in the right direction. It is You're going to feel, I just see that you're just going to feel this contentment that you have not felt for God knows how long. I don't know. Couple of brilliant ideas coming to you. That's also going to change things. You are developing a master strategy. You are developing the plan here in the future, and you are going to break it down into steps and prioritize it, delegate what you can't do, and you're going to execute this plan to perfection. I'm absolutely seeing this is where you're going with this. You're moving out of this stagnation, gathering the information and implementing a plan that you have devised hugely. You're taking the action, cutting through the fog and the clouds that you need to cut through in order to get the legalities, the contracts, whatever information you need. You're going to cut through that again, observing all the time what's going on, how things are changing, what's happening here. And you are going to end some kind of toxic situation that you have been in, either internally or externally or both. You are bringing that kaput to a complete end. It is over, done with. This Ace of Cups comes in here that fell out of the deck at the same time the other cards came. It's an extra card. I don't normally have it, so I'm going to read it as part of the read because it fell out. You are going to be offered a something from someone somewhere that you absolutely love to do, that you love and adore. It could be a relationship, it could be a project, it could be a job, it could be anything. It could be acceptance into some group or college, or I don't know what it is, but you're going to be given some kind of an offer, and it is going to fill your heart to overflowing. And as a result of this kindness, this offer, this whatever compassion that comes in, it has a beginning to go a long way, and it has the ability to allow you to have transformation after transformation after transformation. It's like you again are going to be a changed person. You will not be the same person a year from now that you are today. Wow. I absolutely love this. I know you're a lot up in your head, but you know, get in touch with your heart space. Meditate, go say some prayers, or connect with the divine out in nature. There's a lot of information, and you need a little relief from your own mind sometime. But if these are people in your environment, you need some relief from them as well. But you're just gonna master this. You're gonna change who you are, your life, everything. I just love it. Wow. Well, thank you for stopping by. I thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and like I said, this is relevant whenever you find it. So until we meet again, I wish you well. Thank you.